I never thought that a trip to Disneyland would turn out to be a nightmare. My friends and I were excited to spend the day at the happiest place on earth. But as soon as we entered the park, something felt off. The characters walking around the park seemed different than usual. Their movements were stiff, and their faces lacked the usual warmth and charm that Disney characters were known for. It was as if they were being controlled by someone, or something else. As we made our way through the park, we noticed that the rides were also different. The animatronics were malfunctioning, and the screams of joy from other guests turned into screams of terror. It was as if the park was alive and feeding off of our fear. And as the day progressed, things only got worse. We found ourselves lost in the park, and every turn we took led us to the same place. The sky turned dark, and the cheerful music that usually played in the background was replaced by what I can only describe as eerie sounds. The characters that we had seen earlier suddenly started to appear around us. But they weren't the same. Visually, anyway. Their eyes were hollow, and their smiles were twisted into menacing grins. They began to chase us, and I could hear their haunting laughter echoing throughout the park. We finally managed to stumble upon an old, abandoned building. It was the only place where we could hide from the horror that had taken over the park. But as we entered, we realized that we were not alone. The walls were, for the most part, covered in blood, and the floors creaked with each step we took. I could feel someone, or something, breathing down my neck. And I knew that we were not going to make it out alive. That was when I woke up screaming, covered in sweat. It was just a nightmare. But the memory of that day at Disneyland still haunts me. I never thought that the happiest place on earth could turn into a nightmare, but I guess even the most magical places can have a dark side.